Good day, everyone. Today we are going to present Article 1860 to Article 1867 of Chapter 4, which covers limited partnership. These articles outline the legal frameworks and regulations governing limited partnerships. Article 1860 provides that the retirement, death, insolvency, insanity, or civil interdiction, other term for civil interdiction is civil death. This basically means may mga civil rights ka na nawala sa'yo, which are first, management of properties, parental authority, and the right to dispose your properties. Fees of a general partner dissolves a partnership unless the business is continued by the remaining general partners. Under a right so to do stated in the certificate or with the consent of all members. Dito sa limited partnership, kapag stated yung stipulation sa certificate nila, kasi dun sa general partnership which is in the previous discussion, kapag nakalagay sa kanilang stipulation sa articles of partnership na mag-continue pa rin yung business kahit na mangyari yung mga yan. Kasi nga, ang general rule, pag nangyari yan, is dissolve na. Exception is kapag nakalagay sa kanilang stipulation sa article of partnership dun sa general partnership or kapag nakalagay sa certificate and limited partnership, continue ang business or with the consent of all members. Going to Article 1861 on the death of limited partner, his executor or administrator. Just like in estate tax, pag namatay na yung isang tao, yung estate niya, basically estate is yung juridical personality that is left by a deceased person na yung ownership niya, yung mga properties niya na na-transfer sa estate. The estate is managed by an executor or administrator, either provided by his will or provided by the court or as provided by the law kung sino. So the death of a limited partner, his executor or administrator shall have all the rights of a limited partner for the purpose of setting his estate, and such power as a deceased had to constitute his assignee as substitute limited partner. Meaning, yung executor or administrator, pwede siyang mag-assign ng substitute limited partner sa assignee. Kapag of course, as provided in Article 1859, na kung may consent or empowered by the certificate. The estate of a deceased limited partner shall be liable for all his liability as a limited partner.
Article 1862. On due application to a court of competent jurisdiction by any creditor of a limited partner, the court may charge the interest of the indebted limited partner with payment of the unsatisfied amount of such claim, and may appoint a receiver, and make all other orders, directions, and inquiries which the circumstances of the case may require. The interest may be redeemed with the separate property of any general partner, but may not be redeemed with partnership property. The remedies conferred by the first paragraph shall not be deemed exclusive of others which may exist. Nothing in this chapter shall be held to deprive a limited partner of his statutory exemption. General Rule: redemption of the interest of the debtor limited partner may be done by any general partner with his separate property, not with partnership property. Exemption: interest may be redeemed with partnership property with the consent of all partners whose interests are not so charged. Article 1863. In settling accounts after dissolution, the liabilities of the partnership shall be entitled to payment in the following order. First, to creditors and limited partners, or not for distribution, in the order of priority as provided for by law, or the Article 1854, 1856, and 1857. Second is to limited partners for their share of profits and other compensation by way of income on their contributions. Third, to limited partners for the return of their capital contributed. Fourth, to general partners or not for capital and profits. Fifth, to general partners for their profits. Sixth, to general partners for the return of the capital contributed. For claims arising from individual loans to other business transactions with the partnership other than for capital contributions, the limited partner is placed in the same category as a non-member creditor. In the event of insolvency of the partnership, its creditors are preferred over both general and limited partners. In general partnership, the capital of general partners enjoys more preference than their profits. In the absence of any statement in the certificate as to the share of the profits, which each partner shall receive by reason of his contribution, limited partners share in the partnership assets in respect to their claims for capital and profits in proportion to the respective amounts of such claims, or takes place only where the partnership assets are insufficient to pay such claims. In summary, Article 1862 emphasizes the joint and several liability of partners for partnership obligations, while Article 1863 allows a partners to set boundaries on each other's authority within the partnership. These articles aim to clarify the responsibilities and limitations of partners within a partnership structure.
Article 1864. This article enumerates cases where the certificate of partnership shall either be cancelled or amended. The certificate shall be cancelled and not merely amended in either of these two instances. First, when the partnership is dissolved other than by the reason of the expiration of the term of the partnership, or when all limited partners cease to be such. A limited partnership cannot exist as such if there are no more limited partners. However, the certificate is only amended in the following cases: change in the name of partnership, change in the amount or character of the contribution of any limited partner, a person is substituted as a limited partner, an additional limited partner is admitted, a person is admitted as a general partner, a person or a general partner retires, dies, becomes insolvent or insane, or is sentenced to civil interdiction, and the business is continued. Change in the character of the business of the partnership, false or erroneous statement in the certificate, change in the name stated in the certificate for dissolution of return of contribution. A time is fixed for dissolution or return of contribution when no time is specified in the certificate, and members desire to make a change in any other statement in the certificate in order that it shall accurately represent the agreement among them. An example for this is when XYZ partnership changes its name. The certificate shall be amended by first changing the name to its new name, which would be SVT Partnership. Then, after the amendment, the partnership will now operate its business or other undertakings under the new name in all of its succeeding transactions. Article 1865. This article specifies the requirements for the amendment and cancellation of the partnership certificate of partnership. So, if the partners want to amend or cancel the certificate, they must follow or supply all the requisites as presented for the amendment or cancellation to be valid. So, the requisites for certificates to be amended or cancelled is that it must be in writing, it must be signed and sworn by all concerned parties, it must be registered with the SEC. After amendment, the amended certificate shall thereafter be for all purposes the certificate of the partnership. However, in cases when a designated person who must execute the writing refuses to do so, the petitioner who has a right to have the writing be executed may petition to the court. If the court finds out that the petitioner has a right to have the writing executed by a person who refuses, the court shall do the following. Order the SEC to record the cancellation or amendment, and when the certificate is to be amendment, the court shall issue a certificate copy of its decree setting forth the amendment and shall cause it to be filed for record in SEC. In cases like this, there is no need for the approval of the Commission for the amendment or cancellation.
Article 1866. A contributor, unless he is a general partner, is not a proper party to proceedings by or against a partnership, except where the object is to enforce a limited partner's right against or liability to the partnership. So, in Article 1866, ang contributor na sinasabi dito is yung limited partner. Why? Bakit siya tinatawag na contributor or a mere contributor? Because si limited partner is stranger siya sa partnership. Since limited partner nga siya, hindi siya pwede na makialam sa management. Wala siyang right, wala siyang power na makialam or mag-control doon sa business. And then yung liability niya is limited lang doon, yung liability niya is limited lamang doon sa interest niya sa firm. So, parties to action by or against partnership. So, since si limited partner, kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, since si limited partner siya, yung liabilities niya is limited lang sa interest niya. So, yung liability niya is sa partnership lang. So, wala siyang karapatan mag-claim sa third party, sa mga creditors ng partnership. Since limited partner lang siya, hindi niya karapatan yun, hindi niya obligasyon yun. Article 1867. Sa Article 1867, sinasabi dito na yung limited partnership na nabuo during the old law is pwede siyang ituloy during the new law, sa new law or dito sa chapter 4 for as long as na-comply yung Article 1844. Like, kasama ako sa limited partnership. And then gusto ko na-form siya under the old law. Then gusto ko siyang ituloy under the new law. So dapat yung property ng partnership ko, yung assets ng partnership ko, is ma-exceed niya. Like, kapag babayaran ko, if ever, yung mga utang ko, yung mga liabilities ko, dapat mas sufficient siya. Sufficient. Hindi ako magkakautang, hindi siya dapat insufficient para maituloy ko yung limited partnership ko under the new law. Pero kung kulang yung asset ko to pay for my liabilities, kung mas mataas yung liability ko kaysa sa asset ko, then hindi ko siya pwedeng, yung limited partnership na kasama ako, is hindi ko siya maitutuloy under the new law. Mananatili siyang under the old law until sufficient na yung assets ng limited partnership to cover the liabilities na.